Everybody, Rich with Prep U out here in the garage, just putting a few final touches on several ammo crates that I build and give or sell to people. But anyhow, I digress. Hey, it is Tuesday, beautiful Tuesday in July. It's just gorgeous out, not a cloud in the sky. So if it's Tuesday, it must be prepping tip of the week. And this one comes to y'all because of, well, although I've made some videos on how to get started prepping, a lot of people always ask me, hey, I don't have a lot of room, I don't have much money, I don't have a lot of stuff, I'm young, I have nothing, I'm moving out, I know I need some stuff around the house or the apartment or the condo or the townhome, but money's tight. Haven't worked in a while or whatever, and so this video is really to direct you to the videos on our website on how to get on our YouTube website's coming on our YouTube channel, Prep U, to how to get started and on the cheap. I mean, it's not really on the cheap, inexpensive, so you don't spend a lot of money. You can do this by doing just a little bit of cash, every week, and add to it as you go along. And when you get to be my age, you already have stuff that was good at one time. You've upgraded, and if you're a camper, you kind of know how that is. You start out, you don't have a lot of money, so you get what will work for you. But as time goes on, and you start making more money, and you realize that the equipment that you have isn't any good, and you want lighter weight sleeping bags, or you want a lighter weight tent, or now it's not just you, it's you and somebody else, so you need a two-person tent. You start to accumulate stuff, and you upgrade your stuff as you get older. But I got a list here, that's what I showed you in that picture, of stuff that, or places, a list of places that you can go to start out prepping and get stuff, or even, fill in the gaps, because there's always gaps from looking at different videos, my channel, other channels. Guys have lists about what they have, and a lot of the stuff is also personal to you, what you need, what you like. Maybe you have some needs or desires other than that I have, and stuff that I have I don't want to use. Lil, enough. Dogs walking down the street. Anyhow, so let's get to the list. Let's stop wasting daylight here. Dollar stores. Dollar stores are a great place to go and pick up stuff for prepping, for toolkits, for first aid, for all that kind of stuff, little kits for your car and stuff like that. That's a really great place to go. Another really good place, military surplus stores. They're still out there. Gosh, I can remember there, when I was younger, I got a couple stores here that I remember in Michigan, up around the Ludington, Manistee area. Growing up, there was a great military surplus store in Manistee. So cool that when you went out the back door, there were original World War II Jeeps still in the crate under tarps that you could buy. Yeah, and I think it was like $500, for these things. It was crazy. Obviously you'd have to get, a trailer and everything, because, they're kind of heavy. But it was really cool to see that. But military surplus stores are still around, obviously. There's websites, online stores that you can get stuff. But military surplus stores are really good. Harbor Freight. Harbor Freight is another one of my favorite stores. I know years ago when we started, when we bought this house and needed tools and stuff like that, we went to Harbor Freight. My son goes to Harbor Freight today. You got some great prices. It may not be the greatest quality, but if you don't need Snap-on, if you're not, doing it for a living, Harbor Freight is great. If you have a tool that you need, or, something that you only need every once in a while, it's not bad. Is it from China? Maybe. It all depends on what you can afford. Garage sales and estate sales are really another good place. I mean, half my tools for the garden came from estate sales. Everybody's selling stuff, they're moving on. It's, really good place to pick up stuff. And it's not just, garden tools, it's all, all kinds of things that you can pick up. bags and blankets and different stuff like that for, you know, for your car, you know, emergency type stuff, is really good. Hey, another really good place is around your house already. If you've been in your house for a while and you've accumulated stuff, if you're a camper, if you go hiking, and you've probably got stuff that you need for prepping all over your house. Gather it up. It's like we said in some of our videos. If you go back and look at our videos about starting to prep and prepare and storage and purchasing stuff, look around your house, gather it up all in one spot. Get some backpack, get some bins. Start with that, just putting stuff in bins and stuff like that, and then you can build out your bags from there. It's a great way around your house. You know, if you just moved out, go back to your parents' house. I'm sure they got doubles and triples of stuff. You know, talk to your dad. Hey, can I borrow this tool? Can I have this tool? You know, the funny thing about kids borrowing tools, it's really you never get them back. You know, and I know how that works. We all know how that works. You know, your grandparents' house. Maybe your grandparents are downsizing. Maybe they don't need some stuff. Maybe, you know, they did a lot of stuff in the garden and other things, and now they have lawn care. You know, so they don't need all the stuff that they have. So your grandparents' house is a really good place too to get stuff. Going back to Michigan, one of my favorite places was a place in Manistee, and I can't remember the name of it. It was out on the highway, out on 31. But it's a liquidation store. They buy businesses going out of business. Hardware stores, paint stores. They, you know, buy bulk from manufacturers that have too much in their warehouse. And they're giving it at the cheap. It's a great place to go. I remember, I mean, it was everything from baseball cards to toys to paint to wood to tools to cable to dog supplies to baskets, and I mean, it was everything. But liquidation stores are really a good place. There's one in Ludington too, so if you're around the Michigan area, around that area, I think they're owned by the same company. But, you know, think outside the box, you know, where you can get stuff, and slowly put it together. You don't have to go out and spend a lot of money right off the bat to get started in prepping. You also have to look at how much storage you have. If you live in a condo or an apartment or something like that, I think the first thing you need to put together is an escape or stay in place kind of survival kit for fires, you know, in your condo or your apartment. And that would basically include, you know, some duct tape, something that you would have at the ready to put out a window to let the fire department know that you're in that apartment. Just stuff like that, you know, a towel, water. Because if there is a fire in your condo or your apartment, you're going to want to duct tape the door, and then you're going to want to put a wet towel at the bottom of that door to keep the smoke from coming in. And you can survive for quite a while based on how that place is built. But yet, you know, so, and then beyond that, you know, you can work on some of your prepping stuff and food. I suggest if you're limited space, go to like my Patriot Supply, or different places that sell prolonged food, and then get yourself a decent stove, and then you cover like a BioLite or a Jetboil or something like that. But anyhow, these are the places you need to go to put your stuff together. We got lots of lists on our list video playlists, and you can take a look at those. We're working on a website so that you can just download an individual list. I didn't realize there was so much work in a website, but that's about it for today. This is your prepping tip of the week for Tuesday, and it is what? It is, geez, July 14th already. Pretty crazy. Where's the summer going? I'm going to be back at school pretty soon. So, subscribers, thank you. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, and I'm going to go like this. Subscribe, so you see subscriber come up here. Click the bell. There'd be a little bell right there. I'm not that good with stuff. I need a tech expert to help me out. But anyhow, that's it. As we always say, always be aware of your surroundings. Make sure you have food for shelter in place or bugging out. And please, prep like your life depends on it, because it really does. All right, take care.